I am Akash. I found an easy way to make money. Just pretend to be blind. Not only can I beg at the temple openly, even crossing the street people will help me. The government will even provide free housing. It felt absurd yet satisfying, but I never imagined pretending blind would become my worst nightmare. That day I went as usual to play music for a rich man's wife. The moment she opened the door, I felt her hesitation. She didn't want to let me in, but I had already taken the deposit. There was still a big payment waiting after the show. I couldn't back off. The old neighbor lady heard the noise and came to check. To avoid trouble, the wife finally let me in. After making sure I was really blind, she let me sit at the piano. The moment my fingers touched the keys, I saw a body lying in the middle of the living room. Fear rushed through me, but I couldn't show any reaction. I made an excuse to use the bathroom to calm down, but that was just the beginning of terror. The killer was standing right behind me with a gun. I could almost hear my own heartbeat. I knew even a tremble could cost me my life. Back in the living room, I finally saw the dead man's face. It was the rich man himself. Fear flooded me like a wave, but I had to stay calm and keep playing. The woman pretended to call her husband. Then right in front of me, they handled the body. She even used his old recordings to fake a conversation. A moment later, she said he had urgent business and left. The man dressed in the rich man's clothes and dragged the corpse out the door. After the performance, I ran straight to the police. Gathering all my courage, I tried to report the murder, but the moment I spoke, I saw the man with the gun from the bathroom standing right there in front of me. I felt like I had been pushed into a bottomless pit. I could only force a smile and say, the family cat was killed. The police chief sneered. His gaze cut through me like a blade. He suspected I was faking blindness. To expose me, he personally drove me home. Inside the house, he saw the newspaper on my table. I forced myself to say it was used to line the cat litter box, but he didn't believe me. He pulled out a knife and threw it straight at my head. Luckily, I overcame my fear and didn't give myself away. The next day, the news broke. The rich man's body was found by the river. His wife cried in front of the media, claiming her husband left with $10 million in cash for a deal and ended up dead. The police quickly ruled it as a robbery murder. The chief pinned everything on an innocent young man. No matter how he explained, he was tortured until he confessed. Soon I was called in to give my statement as the last person who saw the rich man alive. I listened as they read out the fabricated testimony, and I could no longer stay silent.